Okay, this is round two. Okay, so here I am. I am coming for round two because I'm usually pretty organized, but I wasn't organized for that. I apologize for that. So I'm on here again. So I really want to talk about this because it seems like I was putting two topics together, and I apologize for that. So let's talk about this. I'm going to delete my other video because I was a little bit all over the place. So I got to be honest about that. I wasn't really organized. So I got to learn to be a little bit more organized. So I'm not going to be here very long because I have a reading at 1. Um, so you all know me. This is Trisha. I am an Indigenous healer and a psychic and a spiritual mentor. I've been doing this for 25 years. And I'm also the creator and founder of Deeply Intuitive, Unleash Your Gifts to Attract Abundance, to be empowered and to gain confidence in connecting to your guides. So I'm coming on here. Oh yeah, you can follow me on my social media, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Clubhouse, and my TikTok. So I really want to talk about this really quickly, okay? So why speaking from the wound really doesn't do much. You just talk about the same thing. So why am I talking about this? Because, wounded healers attract wounded healers. That is the truth. Hi, Tina. This is actually live right now. So I apologize. If you're watching a replay, put hashtag replay. It is live right now. Okay. I'm going to delete the other video. So wounded healers attract wounded healers. That is so true because when I was reading in my early days, I was really wounded. I was still drinking. I was still partying. I was really wounded back then. And I didn't take care of myself. It's okay, Tina. I was really wounded. And I wasn't taking care of myself. I was really young. I was 27. I was 27 years old. I wasn't taking care of myself. I drank a lot. Um, and I was in a very abusive relationship. And I was attracting a lot of wounded healers myself because I was in a wounded state. It was like a wounded dog at that time. And we tend to pass along our wounds because we haven't learned to heal our own shadows. And back then, I had huge shadows and I didn't want to look at them. I didn't want to look at them. I didn't want to even poke at them. My shadows were in the back of me and I didn't want to look at them. I didn't want to look at them. We do pass along our wounds, especially when we're starting to read people. If we're doing Reiki, we're doing other things. And we haven't addressed a lot of these things. We haven't looked at what are we in denial of, what do we don't want to look at. We're having one of our eyes like this, and we're seeing we have a very narcissistic husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, it doesn't matter. And we see the destruction, we see the toxicity, yet we don't heal it. And so we pass along our wounds. And so back then I don't know if I wasn't capable of learning this, but the thing is we end up going into this kind of like circle of hurt. We teach other people how to wound each other. And if we do not, stop the circle of life, we don't circle of hurt, it just continues. So if you're really emotional and reactive, you know, um, in a reading or anything else in a state of healing, then you're just doing the same thing and you're just perpetuating that. kind of woundedness and hurt onto other people, and people don't realize this is going on. And so if you're in this world of hurt, you just perpetuate that, and it's not healed, and you're just not teaching good psychic hygiene and good healthy way of being. And that's, in my work, I help that. What ends up happening is you end up in this state of poverty, this poverty mindset, this abuse, this physical, mental abuse, and you stay in that. You end up in this kind of cycle where you're broke, you're in this abuse, you have generational trauma, maybe something from your mom or your grandmom or aunt or something, and it gets passed on to you. And as well as your personal life, it could be generational trauma in your work, and that's why you're attracting all of these people in your personal life and in your business, or lack of it. This is what ends up happening. And so we heal by doing the work. We heal ourselves by actually doing the work. And we really have to study, and we have to look at the shadow. We have to really connect to our guides. And we have to look at working with our intuition a little bit deeper. We also have to learn to forgive ourselves. We have to learn to forgive the intergenerational trauma, which is handed down by our family of origin. So there needs to be a lot of looking at things we've been avoiding. And that's why speaking from the wound only exacerbates the hurt. When you really look, so we heal by doing the work. And so when we start to heal by doing the work, then we start attracting the people and the clients and the students we want, because we've been in that state. We're in that vibration of healing. So is anybody in this kind of passing along their wounds and not realizing it? Are you a wounded healer attracting other wounded people? So put it in the comments below. Remember, this is a circle of hurt. If you don't realize you're in this, if you're scared and you're constantly going in the circle of pain and hurt, and you're stopping yourself from really going into the work that you love, then you really got to look at all of these things in the back of you that you're avoiding, which is your shadows, your connection to your guides, working with your intuition, forgiving people, forgiving yourself, letting go of all the anger, letting go of the shame, letting go of these lower vibrations. In order to heal, you got to look at everything that's behind you and bring it up front. And that's how you become a really successful business owner and a psychic. Because I've had to do that. I've had to look at all of my little things that were underneath and back of me and bring it up, because I've been ignoring them. And I did this over the years. And that's how I became very successful at what I've done, is I really had to look at my shadows. Right, he's verbally abusing me, but yet takes care of me. Right, there's a cycle of hurt going on there. We make justifications a lot for the people who we put up with. we put up with a lot of things. It's either conscious or unconscious. We have to tell ourselves, okay, do I want to speak from the wound, or do I want to speak from healing? Do I want to work from my wounded self, or do I want to work from my healed self? And then attract all these people so I can help others, not from a wounded place. So if this is really resonating with you, I'd really love to talk to you. And this is what I am doing in my launch and monetize your gifts. I've never lived by yourself. That is a big wound. So sometimes we inherit a lot of these shadows. We inherit a lot of these hurts from our family of origin. If we're afraid to be alone, that could be one of them. We're afraid, we stay in this abusive relationship because it's somewhat stable and you're familiar with it. But does that do well in your business? Does that do well in your, you end up being in poverty and abuse, generational trauma, and it just goes on forever. I know this is a heavy topic, but it needs to be put out there. It needs to be said. So I gotta go. I've got 2 more minutes till my next client, and I have to do a reading. So if this really hit you home, and I'm sure it has, okay? So if you would like to work with me, I do have a mastermind. I will schedule, so here we'll schedule a free breakthrough call here. Oh, Lordy. Okay, just give me 1 second. Oh my. I have my reading coming up. Give me a second. Okay, so here's my link. Do you want to schedule a free breakthrough call? There it is. So this is a heavy topic for a Thursday, I know, but it's very much, we have to look at that. I know I did. And I really had to look at all of this stuff in order to be where I am today. And it's not comfortable. It is out there. It's like a pink elephant floating out there, but it is real. There needs to be healing that needs to go on. Very much so. All right, guys, I'm going to go, but I wish you all a great day. And I'm going to delete the other video. I have to be more awake before I do this next time. So I apologize for that. And this is a big, big topic. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I wish you all a great day.